Good day, students. Another video, another learning for accounting subject, or shall we say fundamentals of accounting, business and management 1 for senior high school ABM strand. So this is a continuation or another video on in connection with our general general journal and general ledger, which is the creating a trial balance. Alright, so for creating a trial balance, we will be using the general ledger of Maurice Sabio. So this is the general ledger of Maurice Sabio. Ito po ang gagamitin natin. Your general journal pages is used on preparing trial balance, right? So now we are to prepare the trial balance of Maurice Sabio. So in creating the trial balance, same with your general ledger, you are to make use of the order asset, liabilities, owner's equity, income, and expense, which has normal balances of asset is for the debit, liabilities is for the credit, for the owner's equity, which is the capital, is for the credit, withdrawal is for the debit, income is for the credit, and expenses is for the debit. So yan po ang mga normal balances, at ito pong order na ito ang gagamitin natin on creating your trial balance. And also, this is the order that you are using when you are creating your general ledgers. Hindi na po tayo mahihirapan on ordering your accounts from asset, liabilities, and owner's equity, income, and expense. It is because naka-order na po siya sa ledger nyo pa. Right? So, dapat po talaga na in your ledger, naka-order na po from asset to expense. So, the heading. For the heading, lalagay po natin dito the name of the owner or the company, Maurice Sabio, and then trial balance. So that is the heading, right? Now in here, particulars. No. So this is why you need to use pencil. So on the last video on the general ledger and journal, sinabi ko po na gagamit po tayo ng pencil, as gumagamit lang po ako ng ballpen para po maklaro sa ating video. But you are required to use pencil para po pag may mga corrections, may mga mali po tayo, madali lamang po nating mako-correct. Right? So dito, isusulat mo account title. Okay, account title, and then here is for the debit, and then here is for the credit. Alright. So, ma'am, anong isusulat dito? If the problem given to you is meron po siyang mga reference numbers, mga posting reference numbers, dito nyo po ilalagay. What are those posting reference numbers? Pag makikita nyo po yan sa mga problem. Okay. Pag makikita nyo po yan sa mga problem, sa mga chart of accounts na ibinibigay, may mga problem po na nagbibigay ng chart of accounts, and then may mga problem din po na nagbibigay ng chart of accounts na mayroon na pong posting reference numbers. So, example, 101 for cash, 102 for accounts receivable. So, dito nyo po ilalagay yan. Dito na column. Pero pag wala pong ibinigay sa problem, well, then leave it blank na lang po. Ang ilalagay na lang po is the account title, the debit amounts, and the credit amounts. Now, we will go to your general ledger. So, Maurice Sabio General Ledger. Okay, for the account title cash, the balance is 227,650 on the debit side because this is the normal balance of a cash which is classified as current asset. Alright? So, una mo pong isusulat si cash. In the amount of 227,650. Next. Okay. Next. So, next, supply. Ang kayang balance po ay 2,800. So, isusulat nyo po dito, supply. On the debit side, 2,800. Okay. Next. Okay. Wala na po tayong asset. Ano pong nakasunod? It's payable. And payable, accounts payable is classified as current liability. Diba? Nagkasunod po tayo sa ito. Sinunod po natin ito na order, the asset liabilities. Okay. Accounts payable in the amount of 1,000. Ito po. It's 1,800. Kikita po ba sa video? Okay. 1,800. I'm very sorry. 1,800 on the credit side because the normal balance of a liability is on the credit side. Accounts payable. You see? Alright. So, erase po natin yan para maklaro po kung anong word. Hindi po masyadong klaro sa ating video. Okay. Payable. And the amount of 1,800 on the credit side. Okay. Next account title, wala na pong mga liabilities. Ano pong kasunod na title? Sabio Capital. Sabio Capital is an owner's equity and capital. The normal balance is on the credit side and it has the amount of 200,000. Okay. Balik tayo dito. So, maliit lamang po ang mga accounts, no? Hindi masyadong marami yung account na nagagamit ng Maurice Sabio na company. This is a transaction for 1 month lamang po. So, walang masyadong mga accounts na nagamit. Okay? On the credit side, in the amount of 200,000. So, for the placement of the amounts, go to the video how to use general journal. Meron po tayong discussion doon kung anong placement ng mga amounts dito. Anong placement ng mga numbers. Okay? Next. Another owner's equity account title, which is the Sabio withdrawal. And the Sabio withdrawal, it has a normal balance of debit with the amount of 11,000. Okay. Sabio withdrawal. Ayaw, anak. On the debit side with the amount 11,000. Okay. 11,000. Alright, so we are done with the withdrawal. Let us proceed to the next account title, which is, that's the next page, the revenue. Right? So this is the revenue consulting revenue. So we are done with the assets, the liabilities, the owner's equity. Then we will proceed to the income or revenue. So the revenue for this business is a consulting revenue on the credit side with the amount of 65,000. Right? So let us write here consulting revenue on the credit side 65,000. Okay. Next. So, isa lamang po ang kanyang revenue sa company na ito. Isa lamang ang kanyang revenue. Now, we will proceed to the expenses. So, the expenses are the rent expense, the gasoline expense, salaries expense, utilities expense, and charitable contribution expense. Okay, for the expenses, wala na pong order. So, pwede pong magkarambol-rambol ang inyong expenses pagkasulat dito. But as much as possible, kung ano ang order niya dito sa general ledger is yun din po ang kanyang order when you are to write it on your trial balance. Let us write the rent expense on the debit side with the amount 10,000. And then gasoline expense with the amount of 600. Salaries expense with the amount of 12,000. And then utilities expense with the amount of 1,750. And then last expense is the charitable contribution expense with the amount of 1,000. Alright. So, this is your trial balance for Marie Sabio. So, the next na ating gagawin is ito-total natin ang mga amounts for the debit and the credit side. For the debit side, add natin 227,650 plus 2,800 plus 11,000 plus 10,000 plus 600 plus 12,000 plus 1,750 and 1,000. So on the debit side, the total is 266,800. So, bigyan nyo po ng double rule when you are done totaling your amounts for the debit side. Alright? Now, let us proceed to the credit side. So, 1,800 plus 200,000 plus 65,000, a total of 266,800. As you can see, magkapareha po ang amount for the debit and the credit side, which is 266,800. It means balance po ang inyong trial balance. From the word balance, balance po. So this is correct. Alright? So, this is how you create a trial balance, and this is the use of the general ledger on creating your trial balance. So, napaka-useful po talaga ng general ledger kapag correct po ang ginawa niyong general journal, tapos correct din ang inyong ginawang general ledger, then balance po kayo dito sa trial balance. Okay, that would be all for this video. I hope you learned something. I hope you get the point of the discussion. See you on the next video. Good day, students.